I got people asking us what exactly we do here. So I'm having my son there do all the work right this second while I video, or at least most of it. Put that there in a separate pile. So first thing we got to do is take a log, cut it to this length we need. Right now all we can do is up to 10 feet until I get some more track on the sawmill. And then once we get it squared up like this here is, then we can go ahead and start cutting it down to the length that we need here for the lumber. And which is what he's doing now. Right this second, this is our first batch of doing exactly what we're doing now. So we're measuring everything just to make darn good sure we're getting exactly what we need. And we need a little bit for shrinkage, because as it dries it shrinks. So that's what we're doing now to make sure that whenever people pick their lumber up, it is where it's supposed to be. If we was doing it to where, like the lumber yards do, they cut it at 2-inch and 4-inch for a 2x4, and then they got to dry it, and then they run it through a planer, and that brings it down to 1.5 inch and 3.5 for 2x4s. And being we're not drying them with a kiln and we're not running them through a planer, we cut them to where we need them, to where it's got enough time to dry, and we end up losing about 1/4 inch. But for most of the stuff that lumber is being used for, rough cut lumber is perfectly fine. Without having to use kiln dried and stuff like that there, as long as it's dried when they pick it up. It doesn't have to be planed. Planing, all it does is just makes it smooth and look pretty. So, and who needs that inside of a wall when you're covering it with drywall or stucco anyhow? So anyhow, that's what's going on. That's how we're doing it. And these right here that we're cutting are 2x6s. We got an order for a gentleman, and we're getting the 2x6s ready to go for him. And well, there's that part. I'll show how we square it off here in a little bit, and we'll put the video together.